Yo, what's good everybody? Dezrocksteady at KOTP TV. That's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. I'm not driving at the moment, people. It's just a green screen, don't you worry. I got a little review and I'm going to finish it with a little rating once again. The Clash, the self-titled record. In particular, I've been listening to the remastered Clash self-titled record. And I'm going to give you a few ideas of what I think. A little overview, alright? So, I listened to that record on this channel song by song. I did a live listen and commentary, so you can find that by just searching in your search bar, King of the Pit TV, The Clash, or something along the lines of that. As I'm doing this video, I'm currently uploading the second record, so I thought, you know what, we'll go back, we'll listen to it again. And honestly, I've listened to it a fair few times before getting into this recording now, because it's a big bundle of ideas. It's not very concentrated in regards to it being a particular sound. When I first listened through to it, when I listened to it the second time, maybe the third, I thought, I can barely hear why this band is called a punk rock band. This is a rock band. And I understand there's so many different influences and whatnot, but I was like, why are these bands always referenced as a punk band? Now, I'm on the listen through fourth time, fifth time at this point, before doing this video. And I slowly started to hear it, and I slowly started to get it. And I love punk rock music, and I've been invested within punk and punk adjacent music for a very long time. But it took me a while to really, you know, aside from the vocals, the vocals are a little bit raspy. You know what I mean? But musically, there is a lot of punk rock, and I was so dazzled by the barrage of great ideas, melodic ornaments and melodic just endeavour the band went on in this journey of an album. I sort of detracted it from it being a punk rock record. Now, it was a grower, okay? So I didn't think too much to it on my first time. I'll be real with you. I thought it was quite boring initially. Good ideas, but a lot of missing as well as hitting. A lot of filler, I thought, initially. But as I continued listening to it, such as the jam, I started to appreciate it more and more. Now, the melodies and the hooks and so forth, they do exist and there is plenty of them, but they're not dialed in to the degree of me being able to sing you the hooks and chorus sections if I haven't listened to this record for a minute. They're not that good. They're good when you're listening to them, but they don't stick with me, not in my brain at least. So, although they're there, they're not optimized at this point from a songwriting standpoint. At least for me. You might love the songs and it might resonate with you from the get-go. Not necessarily regarding me. Now, vocally, is it Joe Strummer who fronts the band? I don't know. Is that his name? Maybe he fronts a different band, but I think it's Joe Strummer, right? His voice isn't great. His voice doesn't touch me too much. There's another vocalist, I doubt it's Joe, who sounds a lot like Terry Holland. Is it Terry Holland? Terry Holland is a strongman, I think. Unless Terry Holland is also the guy from the Specials. Terry from the Specials, right? Terry Hall, not Terry Holland. Terry Hall from the Specials. He sounds like him, and there's a song on this record entitled I don't know, like Hate and War or something along the lines of that. And it sounds like a Specials number, in my opinion, which definitely is a compliment. I like the Specials a lot. Instrumentally, there's some great ideas. There's some great guitar lines. the bassist knows what he's doing. There's a lot of great bass noodling on the record. Drummer does his bit, basically. I can't compliment the drummer too much. He does his bit, you know what I mean. He does his bit for the band and it works. It doesn't stand out too much. Potentially it's the drummer that confuses me in regards to finding the punk rock element. Because if the drums were just straightforward driving punk rock drums, it'd be easy. But this is an early record, so this is at the forefront of everything. So, you know, it'd be silly for me to say, oh yeah, he should be playing it like bloody Discharge. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to give it a rating. If you would have asked me what I would have rated this record a couple of weeks ago, I'd say I can understand it's a classic and I know people like it, and I don't doubt the craft on the record, but in my world it'll be a 4. Be a 4 out of 10. Now, I'm going to bump it. But I'm not going to bump it to sky high levels. I'm going to give it a 5 to a 5.5, alright? Because it isn't as direct and concentrated in the pockets of music I really crave and enjoy. It just sort of exists as a talented band making a, you know, a rock and roll record in its own right. Politically, lyrically, not much really touches me. The attitude doesn't align with my vibration. And that's all I have to comment on this record. So next we'll have a look into the history of this band around this time, and we'll talk about the second record, Give 'Em Enough Rope. I'm signing out, people. Peace.